One time for the one time. It's the family bloodline.
What's good, family? We back.
Hey,
We back. Yeah, we a little early today. We a little early today, but there's a reason for it, a special reason, and I'm happy to get to that. Let me make sure I switch the tiles up just a little bit here. Make me feel normal. There we go. We all in place. We're all in place. It throws me off when we ain't like that. It's my shtick, as it were. So, real quick around the panel, how has everybody week been so far?
good. It's good.
Blessed, yeah. Been a blessed week, man. Well, been a good week. All the damn kids sick though, outside of that. But it's going around.
Yeah.
I went to pick one of them up from school. The lady said, "Oh, that makes student 108 today." From school, yes.
Ooh.
So right now we dealing with that.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Manny, welcome back.
Well,
First off.
Right? It's been a minute, huh?
It's been a minute, bro.
I'm glad to see y'all faces, man. It's been a minute. We've been, in the grind, busy and doing music. Y'all see me. You'll see me out there, I know for sure.
Yeah.
But it's been a blessed day. It's been a blessed day, and I'm here actually. Shout out to my fellow brethren here at the San Lucia Lodge. We have a stated meeting today, so. But yeah, I'm here, man. I'm excited. Thank you for having me again, man.
Good. Yeah, we excited, man. And I'm doing well. We talked backstage about how I'm doing, so that's what it is. So without further ado, let's get ready to go ahead and hop on into it. Tonight we are talking about the epic Super Bowl halftime show.
Bonito Bowl.
Benito Bowl.
Yeah.
Of course, the Benito Bowl, man.
Bowl.
Honestly, it's one of those so exciting, man.
It was so good. I really enjoyed it.
Haters gonna hate. That's all I can say.
I
was lost. To be honest, I was lost.
I didn't care. I didn't understand a word of it, but I enjoyed the vibe.
Where was that?
I hear you.
If you was lost, you should have turned on your GPS, bro. Come on, man.
No. You know what I'm saying? Just like sinners. You know what I'm saying? Like people had their own interpretations of what they saw, what they took from it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what to. Just didn't really know what to grasp from it. That was a thing.
To me, I
That's
saw
cool.
on the reunion, and it was a whole lot of going on, and it was culture. It was a lot, and I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You don't have to know the language to understand the vibe. It's powerful.
Yeah, it was a vibe. Definitely a vibe. And honestly, I'm gonna rate it out of all the shows that I've seen in the Super Bowl. And I'm not a real fan of football, so I've only watched a handful of Super Bowls. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think obviously it could have been better, but there's some meaning behind it that people that obviously don't understand, then need to understand.
No, correct. And I'm one of those people. Like I say, I can get with the vibe, and you know what I'm saying.
So was you not jamming? Because I was.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, I can feel all that, but I still, like I say, it was much more going on than what.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. That's more than understandable. Yeah.
For sure. And then he had Cardi, he had Jessica Alba. It was a lot, and like I said, it was just a vibe. I enjoyed it. He had the people hiding in the grass. I'm like,
That was
that was really fun. That was fun.
Oh, I love that part.
is he hiding? I'm like, he's trying to be funny. They hiding from ICE.
I love that part.
That is funny. That is funny. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But I mean, you tell me, G, how should we do this?
Yeah, so I'd love to begin to look at the actual um, implications and parallels of what the actual Super Bowl was saying and talking about. The things that we didn't pick up on, the small subtleties of culture, like the little boy laying down at the wedding and him having to wake the kid up at a celebration and then move on, right? And or even actually having a wedding during the actual
And it was
halftime show,
wedding.
which was a
That
real,
was
a real
love.
wedding,
Yes.
right? The presentation of the Grammy, even the people in the sugar cane.
Yes. Okay, because everybody knows that Puerto Rico mass produced sugarcane. And that's how we
Right.
get our
Well,
rum.
you might think that everybody know.
Until we
You
took
might
over.
think.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a lot of people really don't know in reality. So, but I mean, I'm glad here to kind of break it down for you guys.
Yeah, so
I
Breakdown.
go
let's
ahead.
get it. Let's get it.
So-
Start from the tippy top. Give us the cultural intricacies of it all.
Definitely. So, I mean, this is kind of gonna be a little bit of a history lesson more than anything. I did my today. I actually kind of I went back and watched it again because when you're watching live, you kind of trying to absorb so much and you miss little details here and there. But I took the moment to kind of sit back and relax and pause and watch everything that he kind of added. But before we get there, I want to start by saying that even though English is the prominent language in the United States, it is not the primary or official language. In fact, before anybody spoke English in the US, there was over 300 languages in the country and dialects. And also, in fact, it was more prominent. The Spanish and Dutch were spoken over 300 years before America became America in 1776, if I believe, right?
Yes.
That's the day. So with that being said, let's keep up open-minded for everybody out there that kind of it wasn't in English. You got to speak English because you live in America. Yada, yada, yada. People, America is a melting pot of nations, and that's what makes really America great. Okay, so when it comes to the Super Bowl, we noticed that at the initial video of the Super Bowl, there was this guy with a guitar saying, "Hoy se bebe." So today we drink. Basically, it's a celebration chant, right? And what happened is they do an overtake of the fields of sugarcane, right? So obviously, Puerto Rico's been a colony for over 130 years, since 1898.
Has
So-
it been that long?
It's been that long. It's been that long.
Wow.
So they honestly didn't really fight for Puerto Rico when United States came aboard. They kind of honestly just took chair, and it was a very short conflict. And what they did is basically the Spaniards left the chairs for the Americans to come in the inland, right? And yes, the reason why the sugar cane or the sugar fields were there was because Puerto Rico was one of the richest, right, exports of sugars in the Caribbean since that and during that time frame, along with the tobacco leaf and the coffee. Those three things were kind of the main exportations of produce from the island. And since then, a lot of wealthy Americans, invested a lot of money into these companies. So it just kind of started to create the sense of ownership. But there was no real. I mean, even though there's been conflict in the island, it wasn't a real war to conquer the island, and that's why it kind of he started. And I actually didn't notice that the whole Super Bowl was in almost chronological order of history.
Chronological, yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of like that. And when I started viewing it, I was like, oh, okay, this kind of makes sense, you know? So he starts singing and everything. Then there's some epic shots in the area where he's kind of walking around. But yeah, so into that time frame, right, since 1898, where United States took chair on Puerto Rico, until 1917, there was a lot of confusion, you know, because United States was there trying to conquer the island, but there was never kind of like a direct necessity for the Puerto Rican people at that point until 1917. And 1917, there was this act that it's one of those acts that kind of like transformed how Puerto Rico became more of an association to, or the Commonwealth. So it came the John's Sheriff Act, or the Shaffroth Act. What they call it, the Jones Act. Basically, this is the time where Puerto Ricans actually became American citizens. So since 1917, they became American citizens. And there was also a reason why, because the tensions of World War One. So in World War One, they needed more bodies. So in order to actually kind of like incentivize the people of Puerto Rico, what they did was like, well, if you fight the wars with us, you're gonna become an American citizen. So after that, they naturalized everybody. And since then, you know, in that time, the one of the largest infantry regiment of the United States Army, the 65th Infantry, fought wars in World War One and World War Two, and lastly at the Korean War since 1950 through 1953. So that's kind of like the main kind of like act right there, you know, and a reason why that entrance of the sugar canes is so epic and so important. Because I remember when I was a kid, my dad was born after World War II, 1946, and even when I was a little boy, there was still a couple of sugarcane fields working. I remember seeing the trucks dropping the sugar canes, but he has a real vivid memory of that time frame, and it was a rough time, you know. It was a rough time for Puerto Rico, but yeah, that's the entry right there of that of the Super Bowl per se.
So before you push forward, I was typing, so I don't know if you gave the official name of the Puerto Rican instrument that he was playing.
Oh, so I haven't gotten there yet.
All right, gotcha.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I would definitely give you guys the you know, the whole spill of all the music and stuff. But so far right now, you know, as I was watching the video showcasing the sugarcane fields and he started walking, you know, that's when we noticed some of the typical things. We see the salesmen on the street selling the coconut. We see the first street taco vendor, which actually is from Humboldt. Was it in Humboldt Park? I believe one of the first Mexican street tacos food was there, and that's the actual owner. So it was pretty interesting, you know. Also,
can't hear what you're saying, Wanda.
I said they said it after the halftime show. Those businesses have been doing great.
Oh yeah, for sure they gotta be doing great. Honestly, they gotta be doing great. But during that same walk, you also notice sports. One of them being Jay's favorite, Capicu.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Which is the dominoes. Which to this point, you know, it remains one of the everyday's life game. It's like probably spades out here. Even though, you know, bones is bones, but it's kind of different, you know, out here.
It is.
But Capicu has so much excitement. You know, it's you know, when you got that final dice, you say Capicu, and you slam that dice on the table. It's just it's such an excitement, you know. So it's yeah, so they show the table playing dominoes, they show other things, but they also show something really, really important that also defines the Puerto Rican community, and it's boxing.
Yes.
They also show two
Yeah.
of the most prominent boxers right now coming. They show Xander Zayas, which is currently the welterweight champion of the world, and which is Puerto Rican, and they also show Emilio Vargas, which is a Mexican boxer. But if you that alone, that message right there is very important. Why? Because Mexico and Puerto Rico being like super rival in boxing, for this a specific event, they came together. That message right there is like, no matter what it is, we coming together again. You know what I'm saying? Because professions are professions. We do what we got to do and move forward. You're strong. We regardless of sport competition, whatever, we got so many great boxer, Wilfredo Gomez, Felix Trinidad, Miguel Cotto, from Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez, Juan Manuel Marquez, and all. These are icons, and if you reflect back on this or in that moment, it's like, oh shit, they're actually coming back after rivalries, which is you can't compare a boxing anywhere else if you don't talk about Puerto Rico, Mexico always bringing the biggest fights to the contender. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of them as well.
That's very.
Yeah. I mean, it's super cool.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, this boxing also ties up with history and timing, because boxing in both places become very prominent in the 1920s. So what happens also in the 1920s in Puerto Rico? Anybody has an idea?
Say that one more time.
What happens in Puerto Rico in the 1920s? If you kind of like have a good guess.
What happens?
I would have to guess it would have been kind of similar to America.
Yes.
As far as you talking about, like musically and
So
culturally.
the Great Depression was happening.
Yeah.
The Great Depression was happening in the 1920s, right? But they applied yet again another limit or constraint to the Puerto Rican people called the Merchant Marine Act of 1920. What is this Merchant Marine Act of the 1920s? So let me break it down. Basically, if they make it, they sell it, they ship it, they receive it, they do everything, and they send it back. So this basically, anything that comes into the island and goes out to the island has to travel to the mainland. U.S. built, U.S. owned, U.S. Cruise ships, nothing else. There's no negotiations. It has to be an American ship, which this caused for the economy to spike up over 80% of the cost on everything: food, vehicles, everything. So this is kind of like this is that act that they call the Jones Act, even though it's not really the Jones Act. The Jones Act came in 1917. The Merchant Marine Act is the one that a lot of Puerto Ricans, in fact, over 90% of the Puerto Rican population voted to get this out of the way, because this is the only thing that is harming the economy, or not only the only thing, but one of the main things that is harming the economy, because everything that is exported there or that wants to come in, it has to be shipped through U.S. owned cargo vehicles, which is 10 times way more expensive,
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one of those things that happen. Go ahead.
No, I was just because it was a lot. There was a lot going on in the show. In the halftime.
Oh, there was a lot, a whole lot. But also,
The light poles, the climbing up the light poles.
oh, we're
Is
gonna
that
get there.
how
We're gonna
it?
get there. We're gonna
Okay.
get there.
Oh,
Yes, the
okay.
light poles, the music. I mean, everything. That's what I'm saying. Everything that happened during that show is historically kind of like very chronological. So it's kind of in order. If people didn't understand the history, like I'm kind of like trying to, paint the picture, then they will be like, well, it sucked. It's a crappy show, whatever.
I,
So I get it.
I liked it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So
It's it's
I
it's
I understand words. I didn't understand all the words, but I like, ooh, this word mean that word mean.
the vibe is the vibe, and I mean now
Yeah.
they're gonna rain down on them, unfortunately, right? Because there was words used, and just because they were in Spanish, that you're not supposed to say on the air on the
Oh,
family time.
censorship.
Yeah, the
No,
censorship. So they raining down on them, but honestly, knowing Benito, he doesn't give a crap. He
they
doesn't
wouldn't.
care.
They wouldn't
Yep.
even know because they didn't even have their captions on. Me
Right.
had the captions on, so I knew because I was watching on my phone. You can turn on caption.
Oh,
It was
I did not
definitely
do that.
that's a very good yes, language aside, that was the halftime show we needed. Yes, Keith, definitely was the halftime show that everybody needed, because it showed unity, honestly, and he didn't say nothing crazy. A lot of people was figuring he's gonna walk up on a skirt or whatever crazy. I don't think he's that stupid. He's very smart.
No.
He's a very smart guy. But I mean, going back to the music and telling y'all what happened,
So that
you
he was
know,
there real.
something interesting. What was that?
I didn't know Bad Bunny was that fine. I'm just saying.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
All right, Wawa. We get you. We get you. So, anyways, passing after that time frame, there's also another thing that happened in the 1940s. During the 1940s, which also reflects back to the bodegas and to the song Nueva York. Why is that song so important? Actually, first off, that song is an original song from oh my gosh, Andy Montañez and the Fania All Star, called Nueva York. And that song originally, because it's a sample, originally explained how it was to be a Puerto Rican in the summer in New York, un verano en
That's
Nueva
it.
York.
You
And
gotta
that's
explain
that.
what bodega is. You gotta explain
What the bodega is. The
is.
bodega is just a corner store.
It's a corner
That's
store.
It's a corner store. The bodega is basically that name they put for it on the street, because that's the corner store where you could find everything: bread, milk, diapers, everything. That's the bodega.
Yeah. Here we just call them corner stores, but
Yeah. In
I know
New
in New
York,
York
that's the
we call
only
them
place that
bodegas.
you hear that word. Honestly, in New York City, is the only place you hear the bodega.
They don't call them. Do they have bodegas in California?
Nah, they don't call them bodegas here.
Corner store. Yeah, it's just a store.
Corner stores.
Oh,
Corner
okay.
stores. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the New York slang, and that slang came from Puerto Rico. So, yeah, the bodegas and stuff. So then in 1940s, there was a vast migration of Puerto Ricans to New York. Why? Again, because the Operation Bootstrap. So basically, a lot of Puerto Ricans migrated to New York, where they're doing factories and service to kind of like create uniforms for soldiers and all this stuff during the World War II. So that's how they ended up being in New York between 1940s and 1950s. That's how they migrated up there again. Now, I mean, for them it was easier, right? Because they were already citizens at this point, so they could travel without any restraints. So it made it easier for them to kind of like, move about and stuff. So they he kind of like picture a little bit of how the bodegas are and all this stuff. But mostly all the energy that the Latino community and the Puerto Rican community gives out through music, which is incredible. Going to that, the light pulse. Let's talk about the light pulse since I'm talking about energy. What
Yeah.
does the light pulse represent? So
Is it because of the
huh?
is it because of the blackout?
Not only because of the blackouts, but because the light poles represent the crisis of 2017 due to the Hurricane Maria, the Category 5 hurricane, which took a total toll of 2,975 deaths,
Wow.
with an overall death, including vulnerable population and the elderly and whatnot, up to 4,645 deaths. So almost 6,000 people died out of that hurricane. Obviously, this is a lot of fault. The fault. Whose fault is it? Because of nature? Nobody's, right? It's nature. But they could have been things in place, done the right way, to have a better infrastructure during that whole time. The infrastructure in Puerto Rico was, and it's still very weak. I don't think Puerto Rico will hold another category. Shoot, at this point, hurricanes are so strong. It's not like it used to be. It could be a typhoon, category 10 something. It will not hold. Unfortunately, and that's one of the saddest thing, and that's why the polls are there.
Okay.
And he gave a statement because I read something really funny that said, it's funny how Bad Bunny set up 4 electrical poles in 5 minutes, and and it takes the Puerto Rican electrical company, which is called Luma, 10 years to try to put just one pole up.
Okay.
So it was kind of funny.
Give him a break.
Wow.
But it was one of those things that I was like, oh, that's funny, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the same time, it's kind of true. How long does it take to replace one pole? Because there's still a lot of places in dark and in darkness in Puerto Rico since 2017. We're talking about 8 years now at this point, almost 10
What?
years.
Wow.
Yes. When you go to Puerto Rico, there's still places that are still in darkness because at first they was like, no, this is not efficient enough. They changed the company, a new company came in, and they still the same. And a lot of this obviously has to do with politics, which I don't really want to get into right now because we're just going over the Super Bowl stuff.
Francis over there and put some poles up.
Yeah.
Talking to him.
Right.
I pay enough for my dog on electric bill to probably run the whole damn little island.
Yeah, it's
Over
crazy.
there and put poles up.
It's insane, honestly. But another thing, and now that we talk about the poll, let's talk about my favorite part that I cried when I saw this guy, because I know this person personally, and honestly, he deserves everything that is happening to him right now. And it's the cuatro player, the little guitar-looking instrument that was showcased before Ricky Martin, which was like, oh man, they show him before Ricky Martin. You know what I'm saying? Which is also another statement. Ricky Martin before Bad Bunny, was actually the first artist to take the Puerto Rican flag basically globally. You know what I'm saying? Back in the early 2000s. So
Ricky
it's
looking good too. I know he don't bat for my team, but he was looking really good.
He doesn't bat for your team. That's right. That's definitely right. And but yeah, I mean, it's Jose Eduardo Santana. That's his name. Jose Eduardo Santana. This guy, I mean, I'm so lost for words for everything that's happening to him right now, and everything he deserves. Like I say, everything, every inch of blessing that is coming his way, because he's such a humble person. He's such a good friend, and I mean, shoot, go stream out his music too, Jose Eduardo Santana. He has very good instrumental music, which
the other Santana.
Santana. That's funny enough because he's a Santana too. Yeah. but yeah, I mean, and then I don't know if you guys are kind of like following me on this one. If you have questions, let me know. We'll leave the questions to the end.
Going right
But
along.
the closing statement for Bad Bunny was another closing statement of unification. God bless America, right? But
Hmm.
acknowledging every country and nation in the Americas, not just United States. We
Hmm.
Yeah.
acknowledge everybody
Yeah.
because, and I get it, America. This is America. This is America. Negative. I wish there was another word to say United States, you know, because this is United States. America is the whole entire thing. South, Central, North, and the
Yeah.
Hmm.
Caribbeans. Even though the Caribbeans are the Caribbeans, um, it's still the Americas. It says ECAS need to travel to the mainland US. They
The main land.
need more mellow people like you. Ah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I try to be. I
He's
try
not.
to be. But yeah, making that statement of God bless America, God bless everybody. Again, together we are better.
For
Together we
sure.
are better. It's almost a call for peace, and I understand, there's always rules in place to do the things that we have to do, immigration and all this other stuff. But we've kind of like gotten a little unhinged. Well, not a little, but pretty wildly unhinged on a
Hmm.
lot of this stuff. And we forget where we actually come from. And that's a big problem. When there's no balance, there's nothing works for the better of the people. When there's no balance, people need to communicate more, communicate better, not just more, but better, and bring some sort of balance into the people. It's not just we take, we take, we take, we take, we take, because we all know how that ends. When we just take, we take, we take, nothing is given back to the people, and bad things happen. So yeah, but that is pretty much the whole story of the Super Bowl. I mean, it was a great show. Shout out to Bad Bunny's team, Jose Eduardo again. That guy means the world. And not only because he plays the instrument that opens the door for me into music.
Oh.
I started that instrument when I was only 5 years old, and since then, that's the instrument that basically put me on the position that I am right now as a music producer, engineer, and so on and so forth. So yeah, man, shout out to the whole thing and putting up the whole Latino community and the whole Americas on point. So yeah, that's pretty much that.
Yay, Manny. Thanks for breaking down the Bonito Bowl.
El Benito Bowl, hell yeah, hell yeah.
So all week I've been playing Bad Bunny at work on a on YouTube for the office, and my Latina coworker, she like, thank you for including me today, because normally it's just R&B and jazz going, but I had put on Bad.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
And she came and gave me. I'm like, oh, Pookie. So now I'm gonna be playing more Bad Bunny and a lot of other people. So
Hmm.
and I can
Love
play it
it.
all day because nobody know what they're saying but them. So it was
You beast played.
like,
What the hell?
what?
I
Yeah,
was
nobody.
just reading here but yeah, I mean, I think that was the Super Bowl that we needed. Period.
I thought it was nice.
Period.
I enjoyed the vibe.
Period. Oh, I forgot to
Difference
talk.
being
I
on the
forgot to
non-dirty
actually. One thing I forgot to mention was the Grammy
The house.
that he shared to the kid
Hmm.
on that
Yeah.
scene. Yes, no, this is not the kid from Ice that,
It was.
that went viral. It's not him. It's another kid, but he was casted to be Benito, young Benito,
Mhm.
and the words that he told him was like, "Don't stop believing, don't stop believing." Kind of like Journey.
Yeah.
Don't stop believing. Always believe in yourself. And again, the whole entire thing was a positive thing. It was more about unity than anything. Yeah, they talk about the two dudes grinding in a truck. Whatever. Who cares? It's 2026 at this point. You know, you open your eyes and you see these things. You know what I'm saying? People kind of like need to kind of like get on board with the ages, I guess. If you don't like it, then fine, don't consume whatever it is.
They obviously
Right.
ain't rivalry on HBO. They mad about it.
Right. But yeah, that's my Benito breakdown.
Thank you, mommy.
You're welcome.
I wish I would have known a lot of that going into it. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, I was just looking at the
Yeah,
lady.
I-
You know what I'm saying?
Did you turn it off? Did you turn it off at the
No.
at halftime? Oh, okay.
No, we was looking at the lady. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? It was up.
You're still looking at the girls. That's for sure.
I want to also
I
speak
thought-
on the other halftime show that was happening during Bonito Bowl with Kid Rock and some other country artists on another channel. They thought it was going to
And
be.
I'm going to go back.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and I'm going to actually watch it.
I didn't even watch
I'm
it.
going
so
watch.
I don't know.
I didn't either, but I'm gonna go check it out because I want to be able to form an honest opinion about it.
Man, this Kid Rock, he hasn't had a new song since 1999.
I know,
About
right?
about Kid Rock's halftime show.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Like it was I didn't watch it. I didn't care to watch it. I was not interested in it. I mean, I've heard all the Kid Rock songs when I was coming up in high school in the 90s, 2000s. There is nothing new
All right.
from Kid Rock.
Right.
Well,
And then I started hearing artists dropping, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to perform at the concert and stuff, so it was a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So I got all out of it. I'm like, I'm definitely not into that. No.
Yeah, like Kid Rock had absolutely nothing that I wanted to listen to. So Benito Bowl was perfect.
I think it was also.
Love seeing Cardi because I love me some Cardi. She's on tour right now, the Little Miss Drama tour. So y'all go see Cardi. All right, and thank you for coming though, Manny. We appreciate you. We know you got another
It's my pleasure.
Absolutely, bro.
Always.
Yeah.
And when,
Function to get to.
Yes.
thanks.
Definitely
I appreciate
you,
it.
brother. And I will give you a shout later.
For
Can't
sure.
wait to see you in person, my brother.
Me too,
Thanks for
man.
hopping
For sure. And thank you for having me. And I mean, God bless America.
Always.
What can I say?
all right.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Cool.
All
All
right.
You guys.
right, have a
Bye,
good
bro.
night, man.
Have a good one. Yeah, see, if I had, half of that knowledge going into it, you know what I'm saying, it would have been
I mean, we don't know what the show was gonna be. We didn't know what he was gonna bring.
no, understandable, but that's what I'm saying. That's what made it, kind of weird for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't have no clue, you know what I'm saying? Not only was I not understanding the language, but I didn't get the message, you know what I'm saying? Like he just broke it down, you know what I'm saying? It was, I can see it now.
Yeah. So now you can go back and watch it and enjoy it, right?
I'm gonna have to take it back in.
Right. So yeah, that I felt like it was a good time.
Okay.
Like, even though I understand what he was saying. Hold on. It says, even though I don't understand what he was saying, I understood the message, and plus the name got me. I thought it was a female. Yeah, she thought Bad Bunny was a female. That's funny.
Oh man, it was. Hey, well, you weren't the only person. It was some people at work thought Bad Bunny. They like, who the hell is this performing at halftime?
They thought
It's a female group.
the difference is Bad Bunny and Bad Baby, and they are two different individuals, two different artists. So yeah, there's that. What else? So thanks for that again, Manny. Thank you for coming on and breaking down that halftime show for us. It was great. What else we got on the agenda for tonight, guys?
Polar. Oh, I'm glad you said that because I meant to get back with you because there were some other things. Yeah, Glorilla's sister. Glorilla's sister. Yeah. So start running us through that. Run us through that.
Hey, so a couple days ago, y'all, I mean, because I just got back on the internet, so I'm just easing my way back into the internet thing. Glorilla's sister, I think her name is Victoria, but people been calling her Brorilla because she's of the rainbow community, and
Right.
so they've been calling her Brorilla, which I feel like is disrespectful. But hey, for the sake of knowing her actual name, we gonna go with Brorilla. And so she's coming out saying that Glow is not helping the fam out with money like she should be.
What does she mean by she should be?
She is not. They saying that she ain't doing what she should be. She ain't getting the coin that she thinks she should be getting. Is what it's coming down to.
Yeah. That's what it's coming down to.
My question is, if you make it,
Mhm.
does that mean the whole fam makes it?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no. I'm on that.
And explain your
Yeah,
your theory on that.
absolutely. So if I when we make it, right? Because I'm starting to figure out what I want to do when I grow up. But when I make it, the plan is always to put your peoples on. It's always to put your peoples on. That doesn't mean that you're going to make it for your people. You can produce, you can create opportunities, but it's up to each individual person who has that opportunity created to actually produce, make something from that, right? A good example. It might be a bad example, but an example nonetheless. Nelly and the Saint Lunatics,
Mm-hmm.
right? They went in as a group. They had a star, and he still tried to put them on and put them out there while he was still doing his stuff, right? He was still doing features, so on and so forth. And then you got one that just really didn't go anywhere with his career, and he essentially blamed it on Nelly, which wasn't a good look. So he didn't capitalize off the opportunities that he got presented. Nobody's money is a social experiment. Nobody's money is a social experiment. The money that you make is the money that you make, right? But you can assist your peoples in getting to where you are. And I think that as long as you're doing your best to do that, it's up to them to actually walk that path, as long as they know that there is a door that's been opened for them. That's why I say yes and no.
Okay.
Let's say yes. I would put
I'm breaking up.
I can hear him fine. I think it's your internet, G.
Okay.
I was
Yeah, it is. It is. It's mine.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Dirt.
I was just saying, like Jig was saying, piggybacking off of that, the goal is to put your people on. But initially, you know what I'm saying? Financially, you can't take care of everyone and everybody needs. We seen a situation when Hammer go down when he tried to take care of way too many people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be that guy to go back to where I came from, because I gotta help everybody out every time it's a situation, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Testament, like you saying, I ain't like how she just aired out the family business. You could have did this over the group chat, you know what I'm saying, or something. You know what I'm saying? It's weird the way she did it. I didn't like that. So
Yeah. So like you said, she definitely could have addressed this as a group chat, but at the same time, the group chat wasn't gonna get her no money. Now she's getting paid for doing interviews by TMZ and whoever else she's deciding to go and talk to. She's getting paid to do that. But the money that she's making from that, was it worth losing the relationship you had with your sister?
correct.
Like, my thing is, why go through all that for a coin? Is it that serious? If you
Not at
need
all.
it, why you just didn't ask her? And if she said no, at the end of the day, it's still her money. She's out there doing these shows. She out there writing raps and doing the hours in the studio, and you just clubbing off her name.
Yeah, she's supposed to have what, like
Yeah.
a little t-shirt clothing line or something
Yeah.
also.
I mean, she could be doing anything. Like, why you? But at the same time, like, why you out here asking for a handout? What are you doing to get your own coin? Have you come to ask to even be my driver, or have you come to help ask to be my stylist? Are you coming to help me? You can be security. Like, you ain't came and did nothing. You just wanted me to just shell out my money
Correct.
because you feel like you entitled because I made it. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Mhm. And then, you know, to blast your parents like that, you know what I'm saying?
What she said?
Oh, she put them out there talking about how they was lying about how they said that, well, Bro Rilla said Glow had paid her parents to do that live with her. The Glow just came out recently with a live to speaking with her parents about everything that's been going on, you know what I'm saying? With, you know what I'm saying? And she like, yo, your dad say thank you for buying. No, the father was on the phone too. He was like, thank you for buying me this car after I retired, and you know, and giving me this money for this and that. And then you go to Bro Rilla, she like, they lying. She like, I got the receipt. So she started dropping her mama number out there and stuff, you know, putting the information out there. You know, it was
What?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I ain't that deep into it, but that's crazy.
Mhm. Craziness. Like, so like I say, man, yeah, she say no, she say no. You gotta keep it pushing, create your own avenue at some point, you know.
That's wild, bro. So
I'm trying to check my internet.
you got it. Yeah. So Bro Rilla. Yeah, she just trying to make. I feel like she just trying to make a name for herself, which is a lot of our viewers are saying she just trying to make a name for herself. But is this the right way to do it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Like I say, you don't I wouldn't publicly blast myself,
Yeah,
let alone my
like
parents.
never.
Yeah.
Because if she'll do her sister like that, her and I ain't never gonna have anything to talk about as far as business. We'd never be able to do business together. If she putting her sister out there like that, I can't trust her to do anything with anybody. So
That's all.
That's just me though.
Yeah. No one like you said, no one will ever trust her.
Correct.
Because they're like, oh, I can't do nothing around you. You get mad at me, you gonna start airing everything out.
I don't know, Zoe.
What do you say? He said,
Hard time.
what is Zoe saying? I mean, if she got to make a makeover and hit the gym like her sister, she got a shot. I mean, they do favor. I don't lie. They do look a lot alike.
Correct.
But I don't think Glorilla's glow up is Brorilla's glow up. You know what I mean? She gonna go in a whole nother direction.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna go in a whole I just feel like if it's my money and I make my money, what I do with it is my business. And if I decide to help out who I help out, that's who I help out. I shouldn't be pressured into helping someone because we're related or because you feel like you're entitled to something because you know me. That's crazy.
The thing my daddy always told me, can't nobody count your pockets, man. You know what I'm saying? So nobody be in your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Your business, don't tell nobody about your finances. You know what I'm saying? They may think, you know what I'm saying, you got this, but you got more. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Yeah, I just feel like it's crazy that you gotta down your family to get ahead. And crazy thing is like the tabloid stuff is eating this up. They love the negativity. They are eating this up. They're eating it up to make somebody else look bad. Like even if we were like big like TMZ, she's not somebody I would want to talk to.
Yes, she is. They talk to all the clowns.
That's it. Speaking of clowns,
Oh Lord.
No, I'm just joking. I don't have a clown top,
You so
but
stuck.
I do want to know. Y'all's feelings on the upcoming lovers' holiday, as it were.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Spelled with an N as in November, not an M as
Oh Lord. Who
in
keeps
Mike.
saying?
Valentine, not Valentine.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
People be on it.
Okay, so let's okay. So what is the most romantic song that y'all think of?
That come pop straight in my head would be Casey and JoJo, All My Life.
Okay.
That pops in right off the bat.
Okay.
But
Okay.
them boys, I can see the video. Them boys let the mic.
They had the neck vein. The neck vein out. They were singing everything that they had.
Yes. But that was R&B back in the day, though. So a lot of songs were like that. You know what I'm saying? But you can play that at a wedding. You can play it at any romantic, you know what I'm saying, event. You know, and you will win. I think.
Okay.
Let me think.
G. Most romantic song.
There's a song that I used to sing. There's a ton of songs that are like the most romantic song to me, but there's a song that I used to sing, and I sang it because I used to love the lyrics. It was Maxwell describing the intimacy of a woman knowing who he was.
Mm-hmm.
His
Okay.
woman knowing who he was.
Okay.
Know these things you shouldn't, right? If I wasn't sick, I'd sing a couple of verses in it. But
Mm-hmm.
The lyrics start off by saying, "You stung as if you knew I'd be right there. You shouldn't know these things about me. Abused
Wait.
as if, oh my God, I can't remember the lyrics no more.
I think that's the song I had
man.
wrote that report on in high school.
I'm gonna have to look them up.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Fam.
Yeah,
I got an A on that
Yes.
on the report. And when I played the song for the class, my teacher was like, he was almost in tears. He's like, that's a man singing that? I'm like, oh yes, he got range. That man got range.
Jig, I
Yeah.
thought you was gonna say something by something like from Brian McKnight or something. You know what I'm saying? When you start saying, it was a song I used to always sing, because you used to sing the mess out of that album. Them albums, them Brian McKnight albums, boy.
Okay, so I was
yeah, I
gonna
did.
say Crazy Love is one of the
And
most.
so that's another issue.
Ooh.
Crazy Love was very romantic, and
Yeah.
that actually
Crazy
came
Love
on
is
today.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Back
which one?
at one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. But the crazy, and I hate that I like them songs because he's an asshole. But I'm trying to think, there's so many good.
His
like,
songs are
romantic
dope.
They are so dope. They're so they're so good. But it's like it's kind of like it's conflicted. Like I'm like, oh, I don't want to love this song anymore, but I still do. What else? Oh, there's so many.
Yeah. So going back to that song, in the chorus it says, my internet is killing me and it's because of my kids. I'm sure of it.
Mhm.
But it says, you shouldn't know these things. You shouldn't know these things and be this awfully well in tune. Like, you ain't supposed to know all of my insecurities, the most insignificant parts of me, my ugliness. You ain't supposed to know this stuff about me and still be so in tune with me, still be locked in with me, just steadfast. Right, like that song is so dope. It's so dope.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I used to sing it all the time.
Maxwell had a lot.
Dude, Johnny did have that one. I don't want to stop just
Oh, yeah.
because. Oh yeah, that comes in my yeah. Then the rain just playing at the end of the song. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, that's dope.
Simply Red Love.
Oh,
Simply
now
Red,
Barry White.
absolutely holding back
Yeah.
the years.
Yeah.
I'll keep holding on.
Now Barry White now got one where Quincy Jones actually produced it, but it's with Barry White, the Boards, Al B. Shore, Gordon of Love, Secret Gordon of Love. Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah.
That is a production right
Yeah.
there. It is put to get. I mean,
Hear
like,
my God.
man, that's
Make it
I
come
put that.
alive.
I put that as my all-time song. I would put that because when it's a production. You know what I'm saying?
That, yeah.
I like that.
Okay, Zoe, you
Yeah.
naming an artist. We need a
Oh
song.
my
You
Yeah, because each artist got their own like favorite song. Like when you said Janet, I instantly thought one. Everybody got one, but like all time, I think I would go with Gordon of Love. Mine.
okay. I'm gonna have to go listen to that because I don't think I ever heard it.
Oh, wait till
Oh,
you hear it.
once you start listening to it, you'll know it.
Okay.
Hold on.
He
Give
said
me a
Barry
second.
White is
Give me a second.
okay. All right. He said Barry White is the reason I was born. He is almost my black dad. Oh my God, I'm dead. What else? Another like song. Anything by Eric
Play a
Benet.
snippet of this so we don't get cut off.
Eric Benet.
You
We
remind me,
The right of this music.
that's gonna be always a classic song right there. So
What you remind me. That is not romantic.
Hold on.
That was nothing romantic about remind me.
but it's you know what I'm saying.
A
It's
panty dropper. It's not
it's a
romantic.
panty dropper. Okay, it's a panty dropper.
Here we go.
Okay, I'll listen to that one as well. Oh yeah, I know that one. Okay, I didn't know the name of it, but I have heard it.
Yeah, I knew it. Right?
Boy, it just come on and they just already into it.
That one song by Kenny Lattimore. Girl, how many songs Kenny Lattimore got? Okay, so I need to go listen to Nina Simone. Still
That one.
Here you. That one song by Kenny Lattimore. I'm gonna need you to do better than that, friend. You remind me it's
Gotcha.
not
That's
romantic.
a hard. That's
Okay, that's a Get the Draw song. It's not a romantic song. Romantic and Get the Draw song is two different things.
Okay, yeah.
So which brings us to
there's
our,
a song that
go ahead.
well, hold on. Let me say this. There's a song that I sing by Brian McKnight. It's a Charlie Brown song. I Remember You. It's a slower song, and it's actually on the album in high school as a Christmas gift for the Reese's, and it's one of my favorite songs of all time. I Remember You. Find it, go look it up. It's a wonderful song.
Okay.
And plus, I love Snoopy, I love Linus, I love
Okay.
Charlie Brown, and he mentions those three characters.
Okay, so
those
I
are-
got a question.
So
So it is under the belief that Valentine's is just for women. Should men get gifts on Valentine's Day?
Hell yeah. I mean, the hell to the hell yeah.
He said, hell yeah. That
who said it was just for women? Who said it was just for women?
I've heard a lot of men say that the holiday is for women. It's not for them. No, he's not my Valentine. I am very much married. I have my own Valentine. He has his own Valentine as well.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, we are not in Alabama,
Cool.
sir. Seriously.
Right.
Hold on.
Zoe mentioning freaky shit, bump and grind. What? My goodness. But yeah, I don't know who told anybody.
Mhm.
I don't know who said that this should be a thing, that men shouldn't get gifts, but the devil is a lie.
So y'all do want to give some Valentine's Day.
I tell my wife what I want on Valentine's Day.
So what are y'all
It would be
asking for? What is a man asking for Valentine's Day? Because I know y'all don't want roses. Y'all don't want chocolate. So what do y'all want? Other than ass. Let's just put that out
And
there.
it better
Other
not be
than
that
ass.
same old puss.
But I say I thought this was a family show.
Ah,
Just ask for like, like I need a new pair of little shoes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just like with essential stuff, you know what I'm saying? Well,
mhm.
stuff I don't necessarily need, but I would like to have. That'd be the time to throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? Type of situation. So that's what I do.
Okay.
New hat, you know what I'm saying? Little stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's me. I ain't going to ask for no
I don't care.
rollies or whatever. Go ahead, G. I'm sorry.
You said you don't care?
No, you good, cause I don't care what I get. No,
Okay.
no. The biggest thing is time to me. I and let me say this. My lady spoils me, right? But
Okay.
my biggest thing is time, especially since I'm in long distance right now. So
Mhm.
whenever we get
Oh,
time together, that's if yeah, whenever it lands on Valentine's Day and we're able to be together, I'm good.
Gotcha.
speak your mind, brother. What you got to say? But I think okay,
Oh, here we go.
I never thought. I mean, I honestly didn't think that it was just for women. I get my significant other something for Valentine's Day, and it may not be like nothing crazy, but it's stuff that I like. I know that he likes. Like I know what his favorite candy is. I know what his favorite color is. I know what he likes. I know like stuff like that. But it's like at the same time, it's like I know y'all don't want the same stuff every year. Just like we don't want the same stuff every year.
Right.
So
So
yeah,
does dinner be like a big deal or anything?
huh?
Do dinner like going out, does that be like a big thing for you all?
My dad was calling. I'll call him back. My fault.
I know I was asking, do like some people make a big deal about getting reservations and going out to dinner and everything. Is that a big deal for y'all?
I love a good reservation. I like to go places I've never been before.
Mhm.
Um, I like thought put into it. Like I don't want to have to plan the Valentine's Day because this year I was like, I don't want to plan the day. I want you to plan it. So I want you to, you know, plan everything out. I don't want to have to do anything because I feel like some of the time I'd be like, okay, this is what I want to do, A, B, C, D, and then that's what we do, A, B, C, D, and then it's just like, oh, okay, well, we did it, so oh well, let's go on with the rest of our day.
We understand Valentine's Day is for women, but do we want to get treated? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get a little something out of in return? Because yes,
Who
I
said
am
that?
so
Where did that come from, though?
I am
uh,
so with
Richard 7437.
important. I want to be romanced. I want to be like swept off my feet like never
No,
before.
but who said that when it comes to love, only women get to receive it? Men, it's like relationships are transactional.
Mhm.
They're transactional. Because as
Yeah.
soon as a
Mhm.
man feel like once we in a relationship and the moment we feel like we're not being appreciated, somebody else gonna appreciate this dick.
Is that what it's
So
about?
no. So and I said it being silly, but
Yeah.
there are movements when we feel like base level that there's no appreciation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When we feel like we've done all that we can do here and we got no more purpose in this relationship, we go find purpose somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's what it begins to come down to. So if a man's not feeling appreciated in his relationship and that relationship isn't transactional at some level, reciprocity is a big thing. And we don't expect to get it the same way we give it, right? We don't expect to get it the same way we give it. We give it. But
Right.
we there is an expectation of getting something back. That's from everybody. Everybody.
Yeah. What's some good gift ideas out there, fellas? What do y'all? I done bought lingerie in the past. You know what I'm saying? What's some other gifts?
I can hear y'all, but I can't see nothing. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, you went black. You went blank on us.
Yeah, I know. I'll be. Give me a second. I'm gonna figure this out.
Hell, I'm trying to figure out what is it? Because I know like the flowers and chocolate gets old after a while.
Yeah.
Diamonds too, if you're able to do it. Yeah,
You can't
diamonds
never
too.
go wrong with that. Yeah, you can't never go wrong with that.
Right. Actually planning the afternoon or the evening, including like setting her up to get her nails done, get her feet done, having her an outfit picked out ready for her, having an established timeline for her,
Mhm.
having the restaurant that you're gonna go to, having the meal pre-planned that y'all are gonna eat because you know the timelines that you got to get to, because at the end of the day, all that shit got to come off anyway, right? Knowing that y'all gonna go out for drinks or a movie or something, or even a quick walk afterwards. That I think that's like a good gift idea to get your lady.
Gotcha.
Polar crazy. I ain't gonna ask you what you getting your wife, but did she tell you what she wanted? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, she gave me a couple ideas as well. You know, so I always take something that she want and get something else that I feel like represent her that I think she would like. You know, so that'd be my take on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, fellas. I do that. I do feel like it's all about the lady, all about your woman. But what I will also say and insert is the moment you feel like you are not appreciated for doing what you do and bringing what you bring to the household, that's when we start having issues. So, in order to avoid that, put her first and you'll be all right. Don't put her first like Jaheim did, because he ended up losing her over somebody, but
Internet been
there you
hating.
are. Hey, that's what's going on with me right now. I don't know if it's from the solar flares or
I
what,
don't
but
know.
there's some shit happening.
It
It really,
what
really
I
is.
pick?
Then we just asking good holiday gifts. I mean, Valentine's Day gifts and everything.
I like jewelry. I love clothes. I like thoughtful gifts, like something that because they got you can make like your spouse a song or your person a song or a magnet or I like thoughtful gifts. Something that makes me think that you're like the stuff that I don't think you notice that you notice. I'm like, oh damn, you pay attention to that? That's so cute. I love stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, man, got to be creative. The best way to be creative is go hear what your homeboy talking about after she tell you what she want, and don't do any of that shit.
Mm.
Man, my internet is night, and I'm on freaking 5G.
The kids must be connected too. Yeah, memorable gifts are
They
nice.
must be.
I like memorable gifts. I like gestures. Like you don't even have to spend money on me. Just like take me somewhere that I've told you like in the past I wanted to go, or like do something like a picnic in a park, or I mean just something like romantic. I don't want something that's like cliche that everybody does because all the good restaurants have been booked up for months.
Yeah,
So.
that's for sure. I'll tell y'all what, I keep forgetting I've got documents that I got to fill out for tomorrow. So I got to get ready to hop. You know what I forgot to do? Bring back
We've
damn
definitely
music.
been here for an hour and 10. So, but we can go ahead and do final thoughts.
Yeah, let's get to it. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's happening here.
Nobody
I'm
should
about
have
to
a side chick.
Nobody should have a who?
A side chick, because those times if you got a side chick, it could get expensive. Side chicks are celebrated on the 15th if you do have one.
Don't have a side chick, fellas. Don't.
Please, it's
Don't.
not. If you got a side chick, her day is the 15th, though. Just so y'all know.
All right, moving to final thoughts. Dirt, I think you first, Cuzzo.
All right. First and foremost, love your people. Stop the evil. The stuff that Brorilla, Scarface, whatever they want to call her, that she's doing to the family, I didn't unnecessary. Don't like it at all. She should have took a different approach, but that approach is now streaming her money. Like Wanda's saying, she's out here trying to create her own avenue. Hopefully she keeps it up, but I don't like to look for the family. But speaking of family, you know what I'm saying? Take care of yours at home. Take care of your spouse, your kids. Like I say, I got some Sigmas around here, so I'm gonna go have to help tend to them real quick. So that might be my Valentine, you know what I'm saying? Tending to, well, we got basketball games, so we'll see how this go too. So got a lot of them scheduled.
I hope they feel better.
Yeah, me too. I hope they get better. Got a lot on our plate, but we're gonna keep it straight and keep it moving, you know. Final thoughts.
Good deal.
No side
All right,
chick.
Wanda, on you.
Hey. Let's oh gosh. Okay, final thoughts. The Super Bowl halftime show was amazing. So if you didn't get it, that was on you. Just enjoy the vibe. Then I mean vibes are vibes. And if you're not receiving a good vibe, then you need to check your vibe. Also with that being said, don't be one of those people. Don't be one of those people that wake up every day because you're miserable and feel like you need to make everybody else's life miserable. Misery loves, but the company that we want to keep is not that company. So if you, like Miss our girl Tabitha Brown always says, if you can't have a good day, don't you dare go mess up nobody else. And with that being said, no side chicks, no side dudes. Like why would you want to be that? What is the benefit from being that? That just means the less respect you have for yourself. And being from somebody who's played both sides of that ain't what you want. And also, I hope you all enjoy your Valentine's Day. I hope you all enjoy your weekend. And with that being said, don't forget to brush your floss because the sexiest thing is a smile and some fresh breath. Sexiest thing you can put in your mouth is some toothbrush and toothpaste, baby. Don't forget to brush and floss at least 2 times a day. Those are my final thoughts. Oral health is overall health.
Hey, Polar spitting game. That's hilarious. What? My final thoughts is as my internet is acting like a jerk. Jesus Christ. My final thoughts are simple. Do yourself a favor. Either tonight or tomorrow, walk into the mirror and become the change that you want to see. Just be it. No excuses. No reasons why you gotta wait. No pauses. Just be it. And do it. And live it. And breathe it. And make people uncomfortable in that change that you are. It's possible. It's feasible. So those are my final thoughts. I'm going to go take care of my babies in a second. Give me a second here. And we're back. All right. With that being said, as always, we always appreciate your time. We appreciate you. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to hang out with us, and we absolutely appreciate you for it. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on
Like.
YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come check us out. Holla at us. Be a part of the panel. We absolutely appreciate you. Like and subscribe. With that being said, thank you for coming out. God bless and good night.
Good night, good people.